Hi friends, so I'm going to do a video here for the general collective and we'll just see what's going on in the energies, what is coming in for you, what is all around. All right, Spirit, please show us what's coming in for the general collective. Full moon on the 31st, and we had a full moon on the 1st of March or May. So double full moon month, powerful emotional energies. Also, the moon is mysterious. The moon is what we don't know. It's unknown. Um, there's shadows that give you like glimmers of information, but the moon for the most part is dark with a little bit of light. When you have a full moon, it exposes and shines the light of the sun on secrets, hidden mysteries. So, show us here, Spirit, what's coming in for the collective. I have done this reading quite a few times today, and honestly, Four of Cups, this is just like, I don't want it. No. Look at the card. He's like, not a chance. Why are you pouring the cup out? Nine of Cups. You're satisfied with what you have. What's behind the satisfaction? Five of Swords. Somebody knows that they deserve to win or that they feel justified. They feel justified. Like this is the right thing to do. Of course it is. Okay. You're doing the right thing here. The challenge is that you're like either a workaholic or you don't want to give up, but someone's like, the root of the issue is, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to have words with you. I don't want to say something I'm going to regret. So I'm out of this bee. I'm out of this bee. So we have here a water queen on your mind. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. It could be that you'd rather value your quiet, your silence. Two of Cups. The truth. Okay, Five of Cups. It's not your fault. First off. Ooh. Look at this. Ace of Coin, Ace of Swords. There's something new a brewing. So we have something new a brewing. You're just like, I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it because it makes me resent or it makes me hate something. Um, Nine of Rods is persistent. Your energy is the sun, or the sun's around a Five of Swords. There may be an exposure of somebody who has hateful or resentful or okay, I'm just going to keep it like this. You're in the sun energy, optimistic, positive, maybe shining the lamp on something. This person is looking at what they've built, what they've developed, what they value. What does that mean for you? You're like, okay, I'll see it when it gets here. There's something about arrivals where you're like, someone's trying to build up a legacy by giving you the value and the truth, but you're like, it's already here. I already have it. Like if you're standing on the beach and you see the ship arriving and you're like, the ship's here. Here's the sun. and they're like, well, I'm still trying to build up a legacy. Maybe they're thinking about you, and you're like, I'm already married. That could be part of the energies because they're thinking of building up an enterprise, and you're like, I don't want any part of that. And then under there's the Seven of Swords. There's liars, cheaters, thievery. Maybe somebody thinks they can get something. Okay, you end up Empress. A person of high value, a person of quality, abundant, fertile. Some of you could be thinking about having a child. You're trying to stay neutral. Somebody's asking you, they're giving you this this opportunity, and they're trying to persuade you, and you're trying to be tolerant and be understanding when they're trying to build up an enterprise. Why are they trying to build up an enterprise? Ooh, the Death. They may have lost something, closed something out. They may have lost something or closed something out. Quit. There is this announcement, Six of Wands, hero's victory, accolades and getting credit. Life-changing energy there. Why are you the Sun? Sun on the Moon with the Page of Swords and Two of Swords and Eight of Swords. There's some information here that you are feeling like could be shared. So you're trying to maybe get ahead of it. We do have Nine of Cups. You are satisfied and happy. The Hierophant on the King of Swords. All right, let's see. Messaging, viral energy, Wheel of Fortune, someone's doing something on their own. Why is there a change with the Death? There could be someone who's running for office because they are looking at building up their legacy, and they're letting everybody know that something has changed, and they are like socializing with other people. So why does this make you feel the Sun? What is the Sun? It puts you in an awkward situation. Hanging Man. It makes you feel like you're stuck, or there's something where you can't do anything. What is that? What is Hangman? The Wheel of Fortune turning on the situation of conflict. So you get put in a situation where you have to change your perspective. This person is trying to build up a legacy, maybe even like a following. Um, we do have death energy, so they've closed out something permanently. This Page of Cups on a Page of Wands. Two people here are young and youthful. The Four of Coin. Okay, so these two people who are young, youthful, or immature, there is this Four of Coin. Something has been held back about this couple. There could be, I mean, so the outcome is Empress, which is the goddess of wealth and abundance, maternity, matriarchy. There could be a pregnancy around you. I mean, because it's shining on a big change, and you're trying to stay tolerant or understanding with something that maybe is making you feel impatient. Your energy is the Sun, though. You're being optimistic. There is a new coin coming, so we'll just see. On your mind, Water Queen. But with this Four of Cups, it's like, I don't like it. I don't want it. No thanks. So we'll have to see. You end up Empress, though, a person of value. Let's just go again. Why do you have a liar here? Isn't there something called a Decepticon? Nine of Rods in the crossing. You don't want to give up. You don't want to quit. And that's part of the problem. What's going on here? Mercury energy. Okay. Messaging. I'll take it. Fine. Your energy, Sun, on this Empress, on a matriarch. What's on your mind? You feel like you're put in an awkward situation. Hanging man. This, you're going to be healing and letting go and releasing with this Four of Coins. Somebody that's holding back. There is someone who's making an announcement, and your energy is pretty happy about that. I mean, you are satisfied. What's going on? There is justice. Okay, the energy of you want something to be made fair, corrected, legal. Um, Eight of Swords, Six of Coin. What's this outcome about? We did have Eight of Swords twice now. The Lovers, strong Gemini energy, overthinking something. What is going on here with the outcome? Show us for the collective. Tower. Okay, let's see. On a Four of Wands, there could be a marriage that you didn't expect. Somebody's coming forward, Knight of Cups, expressing how they feel, trying to persuade. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag energy. Your energy is satisfied and happy. A Water King here, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's also a Earth King, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Why is it a Tower? Something's been discovered or found out. And what is the Six of Wands? What is the announcement? A negotiation, a juggling, an appraisal, an evaluation of the death. Okay, so of a change, of a permanent change. And under the deck, again, I was going to say, when is that Four of Cups showing up? I swear. When is this like, I don't want it, I don't care, I refuse? When is that showing up? The announcement that there's a change and refusal from this magician, this person with the games and the goal, the cup of emotions overflowing. There's somebody who might be making a poor choice. What is this poor choice? Eight of Swords on the Judgment, on the responsibility. Somebody's trapped up in their head. They can't get out of their head about the devil and the Five of Coin. There's a very unfair, toxic scenario here where somebody is being prevented or held back, or maybe even kicked out of somewhere. We have a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's a very toxic scenario here where somebody is trying to bind someone by keeping them out in the cold, and you find out this truth. Okay. There is truth about this. There is temperance around this. There is something about trying to stay neutral, but Five of Cups. It's not your fault. Somebody's trying to evaluate or juggle, and they're trying to announce, or they're going to announce. There's two men here, water and earth, or people who are mature and leaders. On your mind is, I feel hangman. Like you're like, I can't do anything about it. I can change my perspective on it. Overall, there's something where it's like not really in your purview. Like it's not really like in your, you're like, everything's good over here. There could be something where you anticipated that this would happen in some manner. There's a long-term commitment that's been made, but this is part of the problem. There is something about trying to reconcile through a coin. The secrets and the negotiation, secret negotiation. It's Water Queen, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. The Magician. You could feel like there's games being played. Ooh, Ten of Swords to a Knight of Cups. So somebody tries to persuade you. This Earth King, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and they are like, or you're trying to persuade them and they are Four of Cups. They're like, no, I don't want it. I don't care. This person has Earth in their chart. They could be very stubborn. Why are you trying to persuade? Page of Coin, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and Five of Swords. Somebody's very angry. Someone's trying to build up an enterprise, a Page of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or Sag, younger energy. Okay, this Page of Wands is Eight of Swords. So Aries, Leo, or Sag, younger energy. This person's Eight of Swords. They're very paranoid, worried, or caught up in their mind. They do have Five of Coin. They don't have enough. It's insufficient. It lacks. They're left out in the cold. Something is going to be done on their own terms. What is Knight of Cups? What's trying to be persuaded? Wow. So when someone tries to persuade someone else that there's like no other choice or no other option, or puts you in an awkward situation, hanging man, they come forward with water energy. Like, this is how I feel, heartbreak around that. You're in a difficult situation. What is the advice from Spirit here? Eight of Cups. Just leave. It's like, no, put space, put distance. Look at this. This is like, this is the advice from Spirit. You care very, very much, but it's time to put space or just say, you know what, I've got something else to do. Eight of Cups is not that you don't care. It's actually the opposite. You care a lot. But when someone doesn't reciprocate at all, like in any way, um, then you're like, well, I could be somewhere else with someone else who reciprocates. What is Water Queen? This person's Chariot. They're determined to go forward. A Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Strong Mercury energy. There's a goal to connect. So that's okay. Their goal is for a Two of Cups. And you're appraising and negotiating, juggling. So that's what I have for the general collective. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.